Let's be honest, online learning is a real struggle for most students. And this can be because of low motivation or a Netflix series that they can't stop watching. In-person learning is just better suited for most students. In-person learning works better for me because I'm around other students that are working on the same thing as me, and it motivates me to have the better grades. Online learning, I'm not physically around anybody else, so I don't have that same motivation. And plus, I watch Netflix way too much at home. In-person learning has advantages over online learning. One being you're in a learning environment, there's less distractions. Two being engagement is better from teacher to student, and you can ask questions like in real life. And then three being that some students are just more comfortable in a traditional classroom setting than online. In-person learning gives the student a learning environment without the distractions that come from doing schoolwork at home. At home, there's distractions everywhere. Distractions lead to bad grades, missing assignments, late work, and not coming to class at all. In-person learning has less distractions because the teacher is there to control the distractions, and having a teacher in front of you in a classroom is great for many reasons. Engagement from teacher to student is better in person than it is through online, because engaging students online is just hard. And I know that because I'm the student that's not engaged with the teacher. And that's not the teacher's fault, that's not my fault, it's just how online works. In a regular classroom, the teacher could play review games, do debates, question and answer, and it would engage us more. But online, they really can't play any review games or anything like that. And then another advantage of being in the classroom is you can ask questions. You can ask questions, get an answer right then and there instead of having to wait on an email back. For the shyer students that don't want to speak up and ask questions, you might have a question that you don't know they're thinking of, and you could ask it and it helps them out tremendously. Some students are shy, and that can cause them not to ask questions or speak up, which leads me to my next point. Some online students do not participate in class because they're too shy to turn on their cameras and audio, and that's just because they're not in a learning environment. In a learning environment, they wouldn't have to worry about any background noise or anybody coming in and out of their frame because there is no camera frame in a traditional classroom. But if they're at home in their kitchen, they have to worry about all the background noise and everything else, and they don't want to be a nuisance to everybody else that's trying to learn. Students in person are more likely to interact in class than online because you never know what's going on behind the screen, distractions, loudness, or questions not being asked. So in the debate between in-person and online, I think there is a clear winner, and that would be in-person learning is superior to online learning. And that is because there's less distractions, there's more engagement and interaction between students and teachers, and three, students are more comfortable in a traditional classroom. In-person learning is the traditional setting for most schools and should remain that way, not only for students right now, but for the future students. Thank you for listening.